6 years ago, Mr. Vixie's 17-year-old daughter, Christy, died unexpectedly from a cerebral hemorrhage. Unable to teach because of his great loss, Mr. Vixie considered leaving his profession. It was his 8th grade students that brought him back. 5 years later, he was named the Disney Teacher of the Year. The wagon trip encourages students to pursue a life that is beyond trivial or tedious.
Do not then train youth to learning by force or harshness, but direct them to it by what amazes their minds, so that you may be better able to discover with accuracy the particular beat of the genius of each. Yeah, that was Plato's idea. Works on these horses. Works on people too.
If you ask the horse to do something and he chooses to do something else, it's not the horse's fault, because you can see this horse is well trained. But the horse may not pay attention to you because you're not well trained.
Come here. Listen to me. Okay. Discipline. Go. Nay, listen right now. Nay. You need to go forward. That way. Can I get off and give him a pep talk? Okay. Listen to me, horsey. We need to go that way. Go.
I want you to imagine that this horse is a person. Do you know any people who act like this?
Let's see. Stubborn. Probably Ashley. Yeah.
That's the only person you can think of who's stubborn
No.
and wants to do their own thing?
Probably my friend Carissa and my mom. Probably me, actually. Oh my gosh! Sorry, that was my fault. Good. Oh my gosh. Don't let go of it! Let go of the rope! Whoa. Oh my goodness. When you guys have it in, you guys can bring the other horse. Come. This one's good. This one's good. Go here. Look, they already No. Oh!
You gotta walk in with the horse.
Used to it.
We've arrived in the dark. Dark motivates us to focus. It's late. Does everybody have a tent?
I need one.
And who is with you?
Harder, Brenna. Stop.
There you go.
Oh yeah, then we can see the dirt too.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's time to rise and shine. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're feeling fine. Come on, get up, get out of bed. You gotta get up, you sleepyheads. Day is dawning just for you. Oh, can't you hear? I'm calling you. Doodly-doo, doodly-doo.
All right, you're going to experience two different experiences here. One is the actual experience of you being human beings in 2006. Teenagers, 13, 14 years old. It's a real experience. The fact is, I think you all have dreams. And so heading west towards your dreams, in order to succeed towards your dreams, there's several things we have to pay attention to. One is, we basically don't go through life alone. We need people. So we're going to be out here interacting with people. Everything that you do, every decision you make over the next few days will affect not just yourself, but will affect others, won't it? We'd have come from the east, turned into this area. We'd have camped probably through this area, and then we got to cross those mountains over there.
That's what we're doing.
That's where we're going to be going.
Across
Heading
the
somewhere.
mountain. Crossing the mountain. With the wagons? No.
Yeah.
What?
Bravo.
It'll
life is about enjoying today. It's making good plans today and maybe having a focus and being busy today, but it's about living the moments of our heartbeat. Not everybody gets heartbeats. Well, life has some heartaches in it. And one of those heartaches is coming up in me right now. I got up, it was early in the morning, I was getting ready for school, sat down here at the table to have breakfast, and I heard a scream. It's a scream that I have never heard before in my life. And I recognized what it meant without any experience. I jumped from the table and I headed towards the scream. I came running into the room and I turned to look. Karen was standing there with her hands to her face. And I saw Christy laying on the floor. And all the things that went through my head. She's dead. And to hear those words, buy a plot of land that you're going to lay your daughter in, it's just ghastly to think of. These tears are healing. It's medicine. It's healing from the inside out. But when I'm seeing this beauty, I remember not everybody gets a heartbeat today. Some people's lives stop early. It hurts. So I don't want you to miss the moments of the day. I don't want you to miss the beauty of what's around us. I don't want you to miss the beauty of the person that you're seeing here. Look at each person here. There's beauty here. Even in their obnoxiousness, there's beauty here. I don't want you to miss that heartbeat that we're going to have with each other out here. Look at that sun. It's just about to come up. And look at how it's shifting those shadows over there. You guys are in a pretty special spot. I don't want you to forget, this is school.
All right, here we go.
You guys notice life's a pretty tough teacher, isn't it? Yeah, she gives you the test first and then you get the lessons. Yeah, you probably will notice, though, that most of the learning is in the struggle. These wheels have been making tracks. And you guys have been walking in those tracks behind the wagon, sometimes in one and sometimes in the other. Well, how are you going to have a wagon track of courage unless the other side is making some wobbly track of fear? How are you going to get determination if you don't have something to try to deter you, discourage you? What else do you need? Endurance? How are you going to practice endurance if you don't have something to endure? I mean, when a person faces a challenge just head on and sticks to it, that's strength. They gain strength from struggle. Strength then encourages other people. I would like for you to notice, if you haven't already, there are 2 tracks that are ground into this soil. I would like for you to notice, if you haven't already, there are 2 tracks that are ground into this soil of wagons that have come this way. Wagons that have had problem after problem after problem to solve and have faced those problems with courage and determination and persistence and endurance and hope. And when we see people do that, and when we read about people who do that, doesn't it give us also some encouragement to live our lives with some hope? Life has got 2 things. Prosperity, that's all the good, and adversity, and both are necessary, side by side.
The decisions in the day have put us behind. Now we have to push through the night.
Mr. Vixie, everyone wants to quit.
I want to quit.
Well, anybody can give up. It's about the easiest thing there is to do. But to keep at it, especially when everyone would understand why you quit, that's strength. Hope floats on fragile wings. And it's most elusive when you've suffered the hardest or suffer often. When you've lost control over the things that are happening to you. And you're beginning to wither and numb from exhaustion. And the darkness kind of closes in on you. And you look out ahead and you can't see anything. Doesn't look like it'll ever get any better. You know, there's only so much a person can take, and then they just got to sit and be still. They got to let their insides catch up with their outsides. Now, that's not the same thing as giving up. It's a hard thing for us to give somebody else that gift of sitting and thinking and reflecting. We have our own agendas. You know, we got this canyon we got to get through tonight. And so we push them in the name of perseverance. We tell them, get through it, get on with it, get over it, push through the pain. You know, everybody needs hope. If you plan to live a life that's more than trivial or tedious, you need hope. And that oftentimes doesn't come without some help, without gaining some control over the things that happen. And it comes from understanding the significance and the importance of suffering and struggling. And everybody has their battles, their desert crossing, their darkness, their storms. We don't just get days after days of sunshine. There's a lot of hope in knowing that a lot of the beauty in this world has come from a lot of pain. Young people have got to have practice making decisions. And if they can spend the night with the plans that they've made and the outcome of the decisions, they'll soon learn that the decisions that they make matter. And if they have some power over the things that happen in their life, they're going to learn that the better the decisions you make, the more control you'll have over your own life. Please come and present our gift. Present it to this young woman right here. That's yours to care for. We cannot care for it. It was abandoned out here by people such as you. It'll be your responsibility to care for this young child. We have one more gift. You are with child. We cannot care for these children, born and unborn. It is difficult enough to be on this trail and to have to survive. To be a woman and to be great with child and to suffer these environments, I've seen many. It's a peril.
So you guys are going to get these babies. Why? Because births and babies were as much part of this trail as are the biscuits and the beans that you've been having. 1 out of 5 women were in some stage of pregnancy. Now you get a chance to feel what that's like. It's amazing what these women endured.
This trail is still purposeful, but the trail should still exist for the growth of the nation. And that's the growth of these human beings right here, the growth of your heart, the growth of your virtue and character. Have you received strength from the ground up on this trail? Have you received strength that I couldn't have encouraged you back in the classroom and said, you guys be strong? Do easy things make you strong? But easy is what we're after, isn't it? Do you guys remember we're at school?
Half the livestock ran off in the night. We have 1 team remaining. That is a big problem. because we need more than one wagon full of supplies to get us across this desert. We still have one team, though. We can pull a wagon, but we need to take more than one wagon. We've got to figure out a way to do that.
Well, what have you come up with as an idea?
Just, like, I don't know.
Cut the wagon in half, no worries.
What'd you just say?
Cut the wagon in half.
Let's do it.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
What?
Cutting the wagon.
You didn't think that you would want to, like, cut the wagons when you got it right?
I don't think he wants to, but...
I will.
Well, it's like
You
a
will?
life.
That's an expensive wagon.
It is. You're important. You're important people.
Next. All right, this one.
We already saw this at last.
Well,
A wagon is just a tool. Let them cut it in half? Why not? Then it takes on a whole new meaning to them. It's their wagon now, and it's their cart. They thought up the idea, made it happen, and they've become a team. They're going to push and pull and shove that heavy cart for 2 days, across 12 rugged miles of desert terrain. This isn't a classroom lesson that would soon fade from memory. It was a skin-knuckle, blistered-foot experience that they would remember and treasure for their lifetime.
View the mysteries of life, the beauty of being alive. You're in the desert. Do you see anything beautiful here? Can you rise beyond the hardship and the struggle? There's little things here that can bring some special feelings to you. It's called wonder. It inspires us. We're part of this. You've been brought here. You voluntarily have been brought here to see this scene. Look at it, gaze on it, be in awe of the earth and the wonder of it and the mysteries of life. And sense that you're part of it. Is it bigger than you? Isn't it bigger than you? And yet you are so important in it.
I imagine there's still plenty of things that even I, as a mule skinner, don't know. You know how I'm going to figure that out? By experience. Some of that experience can be pretty severe. What you're going to be doing is real. It's not pretend. You'll really walk down this trail and really solve the problems that are falling in the way. Timmy thought he could stop oxen. But Timmy, when you couldn't stop oxen, what made you decide you could tackle a whole wagon?
I don't know.
Mercy comes to walk with me. There'll be one to cross. She'll take my hand and set me free.
Just come down straight through
Benny,
here.
you guys think that the wagons could make it down something like this?
No.
There'll be one to cross. When mercy comes to walk with me, one to cross. I'm just a poor wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world of woe. But there's no sickness, toil, nor danger in that bright land to which I go. I'm going there to seek my fortune into a land of dreams and hope. I'm just a-going across this wide desert. I'm just a-going to my new home. I know dark clouds will o'er me gather. I know my way is rough and steep, but golden fields lie just before me in that bright land for which I sleep. I'm going there to seek my future, though strength and courage faint and fail. I'm just a-going over this mountain, along this beauty and pain-filled trail.
Which way is north?
This way.
Death is a personal thing. One, death matters because that represented one life. Look around. Look at you. Look at each of you. Look at yourselves. You have life. And that's an amazing thing, isn't it? What if it had passed by? What if you had not been given this remarkable thing called life? And you have it. And look and gaze and wonder that you have this. And you get it for a short time, maybe 25 years. But death is a personal thing. And when one life comes into the world is changed because of it. And when it leaves, there's a hole left. He goes on Sunday to the church and sits among his boys. He hears the parson pray and preach and hears his daughter's voice singing in the village choir, and it makes his heart rejoice. It reminds him of her mother's voice. Singing in paradise. He needs must think of her once more, how in the grave she lies. And that poem was written in the 1840s by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. And when with his whole rough hand, he wipes a tear from his eyes. And Wadsworth Longfellow knew this was a part of life. This is a cycle of life. And there it is. And why am I crying when I stand here at this grave saying his thing? Because it touches me. And personally, doesn't it touch you personally? This is sacred ground. And she's been down this trail, and she had a dream, you know. But she lived and had dreams, and they stopped here. She's only 7 days away, maybe 6 days away from Shasta City, reaching her dream. Isn't it amazing that her life mattered? Because she has been dead for 160 years, and here we stand being inspired. Her voice, her name, her presence still speaks to us.
You are tasting in reality what most will only encounter in their imaginations. The difficult challenges, the demanding terrain, and unforgiving environment, the diminishing resources of a most remarkable journey, an extraordinary achievement. It is my hope that the advantage to you will compensate for the effort and expense. Your character doesn't happen by accident. There's a fortitude that grows when we face our challenges head on. We become resilient to hardship and find that we can recover from loss and misfortune. We lift our heads in new strength and confidence, and out of so much dust, we move forward into new dreams. Where does this road lead? Who knows? Because roads go ever, ever on. And still round the corner they may wait a new road or a secret gate. And though I oft have passed them by, a day will come at last when I shall take the hidden paths that run west of the moon, east of the sun. We're at the end of the wagon trip.
Mr. Vixie and like say how like it takes us like hours to do stuff, but like he like stops and talks for like 2 hours.
That's okay though. They're good. Like,
yeah, they're like
teachers.
good talks.
They teach us good lessons.
No, they're like really good, but it's like after sitting there in like the hot sun for a while, it's like okay.
This 8th grade class will impact the rest of my life, not just my adulthood, the rest of my life. Wherever it may be, wherever I may go, I'll always remember this, because this is probably one of the best things that happened to me in my life. This for you. Nothing fancy, but it's there.
Your story is why I'm here.
During at least the middle of this year, I wasn't feeling too good. I just couldn't take it anymore. I was in my room writing a letter, and it was hard to write that letter, because that letter was telling everyone that I can't do it anymore. I need to go. Right then, I had no reason to live. So I went to the closet. I got the gun. I chose the bullet because I know what it can do. I loaded it with 1 bullet. Cocked it, and I was about to pull the trigger, but I stopped. I stopped and realized that this year has been one of the best years that I've ever had. May not have been able to save Christy, but you're able to save me.
Thank you. You've just done something big for me.